To you, big education news tonight. Indiana schools will not have to meet some federal education requirements.
That decision came today when the Obama administration granted Indiana a waiver from the No Child Left Behind Act.
News 10's Joe Ostrowski spoke with education experts to find out what this decision means for your kids.
Each day, kids around the country work hard to make the grade. And for the past decade, so have their schools. Under the federal No Child Left Behind Act, schools nationwide are expected to improve students' performance on math and language arts. By 2014, 100% of students are expected to pass the tests to avoid federal sanctions.
That was never going to happen. You would never get 100% of your kids passing a minimum standard. There's just too many factors involved.
Professor Terry McDaniel studies education policy and says those tests don't tell the whole story.
If you're really going to measure people, it's got to be a long-term measure, and you've got to look at all the factors involved with it. You can't just say one day, one shot, that's it.
Those arguments resonated with the Obama administration, and officials have now waived those requirements for Indiana and 9 other states. Those states have to promise they'll find better ways to improve learning, reward good teachers, and study student performance.
Some of these new accountability standards are going to allow us to look at career readiness, look at our graduation rate over 4 and 5 years.
Superintendent Kim Tucker says schools will get to focus on more subjects.
Our vocational ed, our technology, some of those subjects have been really shortchanged in these past several years because of all the emphasis that has just been driven toward teaching to a math and language arts test.
And she says Indiana's waiver will give school corporations like hers more chances to work with struggling schools. In Terre Haute with photojournalist Tony Casasilla, Joe Ostrowski, News 10.
Well, now that the federal requirements have been waived, it is up to Indiana education officials to draft their own requirements that could be looser or tighter than the federal requirements.